Good morning and welcome to another week of Walking for Weight Loss Weekly Tips. A little tongue-tied there. I took a little bit of a break last week. I had a busy week at work, but I just needed kind of a little bit of a technology break and all of that. So I took it. Oh, this beautiful deer over there. I don't know if you can see it. Going right up. You might be able to see it. Um, that's the great thing about walking early in the morning. You get to see wildlife, and it really is quite beautiful. This area here is a little bit steep, so I might have to put down the phone once I start to get down to the bottom. Anyway, this week's tip has to do with technology on your nature walk, specifically music. And it seems kind of like an odd topic, but I've actually had it come up in conversation where some people have asked me, can I listen to music on a nature walk? And my answer is it's up to you. There's two ways I see it. So when I was first going out for my walks and everything, I was not used to being in the woods. It was a little bit intimidating, a little bit scary, and I did have my headphones with me. And I would listen to music for a little bit and then turn it off. And then also when I was doing like laps, when I do laps, I will listen to music for part of it because I will be able to walk a lot of the way, do my laps without any music, but then it gets a little bit repetitive. And so then at that point, I'll put the music on. It helps me keep my pace. It helps me keep going. I'll time myself and be like, all right, I'm going to get through the next 4 songs and then let's see how far I've gone. So listening to music can be beneficial, especially when you are walking for weight loss. You're trying to get a really good calorie burn in a short amount of time. That's a great time for it. But when you're like just doing this, where you're hiking and you're observing, you can just take time to just listen because there's lots of sounds in nature. Take time to recognize the different sounds of different animals, the different sounds of different species of animals. So birds, they all make different sounds depending on what type of bird they are. One of my things I like to say is everything's a bear if you don't know what it sounds like in the woods. So, knowing what rustling sounds are. So if it's a armadillo or an opossum or squirrels, if you are not familiar with those sounds, it really is good to get used to those sounds if you're going to be in the woods. But other times, if I am doing like a long hike, music helps. It helps to keep me going, or listening to a podcast or something like that, especially if I'm doing lots of hill climbing. It just helps me keep my momentum. So those are my thoughts and opinions on using technology, specifically listening devices in the woods or on your walks or hikes. They can be extremely beneficial. Nothing is as powerful as the sound of nature around you. So use it for your benefit, but then also really do try to hear the sounds around you. All right, have a great day, everybody. I'm going to turn this around so you can see a little bit of